Hey you guys, so I'm coming to you with my video about my weight loss story and how I lost 40 pounds. It took me probably right around 8 or 9 months to lose 40 pounds. Everybody's journey is different. Some people can lose 40 pounds within 5 to 6 months. So I'm gonna get into it. I'm gonna start with something I guess I can say revealing, but at the same time it's not a secret. Back in August 2015, I decided to get body contouring, which is also called smart lipo in the doctor terms. I was kind of using it as like a jump start to get healthy. If you guys want a video on my experience on that, I could do a separate video, but I don't want to dwell on that in my journey, because that was nothing that contributed to my weight loss. After the procedure, I only lost about 3 or 4 pounds, and I gained those couple pounds back right after, when I got back well and started going back to my bad eating habits. My decision to lose weight came when, I was seeing, a small amount of results from the surgery. My stomach was getting flatter, but everything else was still big. My arms were still big. My thighs were still big. I wasn't happy with my body completely. So I was like, I don't want to waste my money. I need to, get on it, get on the bandwagon, get healthy. My journey started in 2016, but it didn't start until February 1st of 2016, because I was in the process of, finding a trainer. I found one through Instagram. So I found him, I contacted him, and he had a special where you could try him out for a month. And he also gives all of his clients like a day-by-day meal plan of, what you should be eating, in order to see your best results. That was the jump start of my weight loss journey, and I lost, I want to say, between 10 to 12 pounds my first month of eating right and exercising. I was working out 3 days a week, 2 days with the trainer, 1 day by myself. So I was, that was the start of it, seeing the results, and that was the start of me getting motivated to continue. Some of the things that my first trainer was telling me, or that was giving me to eat on the list, I don't have the list in front of me, but some of the things were for breakfast, like low sugar oatmeal, egg whites, which I love egg whites. I really didn't discover that I liked egg whites until I started doing this journey. For lunch, I want to say like 4 ounces of chicken for lunch, carrots or broccoli, or whatever vegetable of your choice on the side. Things for dinner that he suggested were like things like salmon, tilapia, shrimp, and of course more vegetables. Brown rice, that was something that I substituted because I loved white rice. So I just substituted the white rice for brown rice. So at first, I wouldn't say the meal prepping was the easy part. The hard part was just the complexity of the workouts. I was, doing stuff that I haven't did in a while. My body was not used to being active, so like working out, I would feel really dizzy, feel like I'm, about to throw up, but that was part of, my body reacting to not being active in so long. So yeah, that shit was tough. So March 2016, I found a new trainer who was closer to where I lived, and he also trained other people, friends of my mom's, which is how I met him. So he trained them, and he would train all of us in the evenings, and we would work out, in the workout facility in the apartments where I lived at the time, or we would work out outside, which those outside workouts are way harder than being in air conditioning, let me tell you. My workouts consisted of about 30 minutes of cardio weight training, you know, lifting weights. My trainer had me, you know, doing some of everything. I would do a lot of running, which I hated, but as I, you know, kept working out, you know, my stamina got higher, so I could, you know, I can run for a long period of time now, which I couldn't before, and I'm proud to say. So yeah, my trainer, you know, he pushed me a lot, and now I'm doing stuff that I, you know, didn't possibly think I could do before. My trainer is what I needed to give me that extra push, you know, telling me that I could do it, because I knew deep down inside that I had it in me. I just needed that person to, you know, hold me accountable, you know, for my actions. Like, if I didn't feel like working out, I got a person, you know, texting me, hey, are you coming to work out? Or not are you coming to work out? When are you coming to work out? You're paying for a personal trainer. You don't want to waste your money by going to a training session and then eating McDonald's afterwards. So, you know, with that comes, you know, you're doing the hard workouts, you want to pay off, so you're gonna eat right. So that is what clicked in my head for me in my journey. You're gonna be sore a lot, so you have to get used to being sore. You're gonna be sore a lot. There's no way to really avoid being sore. There are ways you can kind of soothe the soreness, you know, with Epsom salt and things like that, but the soreness is not gonna stop completely, because as long as you're switching your routine up, you know, with how you work out, you're gonna have some soreness, because that means you're working different muscles. March 2016 is also when I started with this meal prep service where this lady would prep my meals for me, 5 lunches and 5 dinners, and I would make my own breakfast. And what my breakfast consisted of, I switched it up. I started doing, I don't know if at that time if I was doing the sweet potato thing yet, but I was probably still eating, like, you know, the oatmeal for breakfast. And then I started getting into like making sweet potato hash, which is my ultimate favorite. And dinners will consist of things like turkey burgers, kale, tilapia, zucchini noodles, wheat pasta, baked chicken, you know, just the basics. And every now and then she would switch it up, you know. But for the most part, I was eating kind of like the same thing every week, which can be a little annoying, but you're gonna eat it because you know it's gonna get you to your goals. So that's that's what my mindset was. You know, if I ever got tired of eating, I'm just like, look, this is what I gotta do to get the body I want. The meal prep service, it helped me a lot, because after like a hard workout, the last thing you want to do is stand at a stove and cook. That's something that I suggest to someone starting out, is to use a meal prep service, because that's the key to your body changing. The workouts are an extra, you know, part in that, but majority is what you're eating, you know, what you're putting in your body, how you're fueling it for the workouts. So the eating part is what comes first. When I got that part, that's when I started seeing the results. And I haven't looked back since. Fast forward to September 2016, that's when I was at my 25-pound mark. So my progress is pretty slow. I was happy with my progress. I was seeing inches lost, jean sizes going down. Even my boobs went down in size. Seeing everything tighten up and tone, I was like, you know, I was starting to feel myself. That's the beauty of it. That's the part that I like. Like you get this newfound confidence that you didn't have before. September 2016 to I'm gonna say May 2017 is when I lost the rest, you know, totally, in 40 pounds. I was doing the same thing, eating my egg whites, and sweet potato for breakfast, baked chicken. Sometimes I would get the baked chicken from Walmart that you can get in the deli section. I would get that, get a bag of vegetables. You know, if I wasn't using a meal prep service, I would just prep little quick stuff, you know, for myself. And there are a lot of ways, you know, you can do meal prep. It's just about how bad you want it, how bad you want the results. That's what it boils down to. There are plenty of recipes you can look up on Google, Pinterest. It's a lot of ways you can, you know, find the info that you need to be successful in working out and eating right. I don't switch it up too much when I'm prepping things myself. When I'm using a meal prep service is when, you know, I'll get some ideas on how to cook something different, but most of the time I'm eating the same thing. And I do have my cheat days. Everyone has their cheat days, or not cheat days. I leave the cheat days to the weekend. Your cheat days really shouldn't be a whole weekend, but sometimes mine would turn into a whole weekend because shit happens. So and you get off track, but what matters is how you recover. I don't believe in depriving yourself of things that you want, but also you should have self-control over, you know, the things you want and how to limit it to just the weekends only. I have a couple of questions that I'm going to answer that I've gotten from some of, you know, my followers on Instagram and Facebook. The first question is, how did you stay so positive, and how long did it take for you to get motivated? How did I stay positive? I guess, you know, having the encouragement of my trainer, you know, to keep me positive, and him constantly reminding me that, you know, we're doing this for a reason. Seeing the results also is, you know, something that can keep you positive because, you know, you're seeing the weight come off, you're seeing yourself transform. So I think that's the thing that, you know, kept me positive and encouraged to keep going. Another question I have is, what made me want to lose the weight? I think the main thing was feeling uncomfortable in my clothing. You know, I would want to wear like tight dresses, but my gut was sticking out, you know, things like that. And then also just, you know, all around health, getting healthy. I would have a lot of bad migraines before I started eating healthy. And that was due to probably, you know, me eating a lot of sodium, which, you know, that's something you should cut back if you're dieting on, cutting back on salt. So I would get stomach viruses really often, and that I would say that's due to me eating a lot of fast food, and a lot of these fast food places are not really clean. There was a number of like health problems that would reoccur when I was eating unhealthy. So that's the best decision I could have ever made, was losing weight. Definitely something that has to be a lifetime commitment, you know, if you want to live a long life. So the next question is, I just want to know, how can I snatch this waist and that only? Well, I hate to say this, but there's no way to just snatch your waist. When you lose weight, you're gonna lose weight from everywhere. So say for instance, when I lost weight, I didn't want to lose any butt, but I wanted to lose everything else. But I quickly found out that that is not possible. There's no way to solely get your waist smaller, but I mean, you can concentrate on that area, you know, wearing like a sweat belt or something, but there's no way to just lose weight in one place. When you lose weight and you're training your whole body, you're gonna lose weight from everywhere. Another question is, would you say it's better to start exercising with a trainer versus going to the gym or doing home workouts? Well, I would say if you're just starting out your fitness journey, to get a trainer, because if you know you're not going to be committed to working out 3 or 4 days a week, then you're going to need a trainer, because they're going to hold you accountable and make sure you're doing what you're supposed to do and that you're eating right and not, you know, letting your workouts go to waste. I had my trainer probably close to a year, and now I do most of my workouts by myself in the gym, and basically I'm just mimicking everything that he showed me. I would say that you do need a trainer starting out, and then you can go into the home workouts and stuff like that. As far as the future, I would say, well, right now I've been pretty stable with my weight. Now I'm at 175. I really don't have like a set goal, but I do want to get in the 160s. Eventually in the future, I want to go vegan. I want to cut out meat, you know, and dairy and stuff like that, but I just need to do my research on what I would be able to eat and what I can't eat, you know, so I won't be like a fake vegan, because I want to do it the right way and do it all the way and not go vegan and then go back to eating meat. I think that's pretty much it for my journey. If you guys have any more questions, you can comment down below, and I'll answer, you know, any questions you guys have that I didn't answer already in the video. And don't forget to subscribe, of course, and I'll see you guys in the next video.